Well, for more, I am joined by Infometrics principal economist Brad Olsen. So, Brad, where do you think the government is going with all of this?
Well, we've got to be realistic. This is a lot of work, a lot of money that's been poured into this report that IRD and the Treasury have both been looking at how the tax system works, where that fairness is, who's paying what. It would seem pretty hard to believe that you do all of this work, highlight some of the difficulties and the differences that are currently in the tax system, and then just park it on a shelf and leave it forever. Realistically, I think it does start to, or needs to start, prompting a conversation about perhaps some changes in the tax system. That's going to be something that might well be a lot easier for economists and tax policy officials to think about. The politics, however, a lot more difficult. No one seems to be willing to go a lot further on tax. And certainly even we heard from the Labour Party this morning, including the Prime Minister, that there will be no changes immediately, but maybe there's a conversation to come.
Yeah, absolutely. It does feel like we're being softened up for that conversation politically. Anyway, what sort of options do you think that they will be considering, Brad?
I think the big thing when we look through the report is you do see quite a gap. Now, there's various caveats and reasons you can't look at all the various numbers on an apples for apples comparison. But the fact is that you see that on average, the normal Kiwi is paying an effective tax rate of nearly 20%. The high net worths are paying perhaps 8, 9, 10, 11%. That doesn't seem to strike the right balance. When you look through even deeper, what you can find is that those on with much higher wealth are earning that wealth through the likes of properties, through investments, and through the likes of businesses. All of those areas then suggest that something like a capital gains tax or something like a land value tax as well could be implemented. But I think importantly, what any government, what any political party should be thinking about here is how to make a bit of a tax switch. So if they're looking to implement a capital gains tax or a land value tax and bring in some more money, what they could also do is offset some of that using those funds to offset income taxes so that low and middle income New Zealanders aren't paying quite as much out of their pay packet every week, but those who are earning a lot more pay a bit more into the general kitty.
Yeah, it is complex, isn't it? And I think much more to come on this. Thank you so much, Brad Olsen, for joining us here on Late.